the episode Hero is the long night done right. It is, or
Yes.
the basically all of season 3, part 2. It is what the long night of Game of Thrones was supposed to be. The entire show of Game of Thrones built up. White Walkers in episode 1. The whole show builds up with these White Walkers. All of these things happen, etc., etc. The long night is the culmination of this. The Night King is there. There's like, this is where the culmination of everything we've built for and everything we've fought for has come to the long night. And the long night ultimately, although has some good scenes, good shots, great score, ultimately ends, in my opinion, in a very disappointing way and does not deliver. Whereas season 3, part 2, and specifically Hero, does the exact same thing. The entire story builds up to these Titans. There's a mystery behind them. We build up to this battle with the Titans to retake the wall. And then you have the Beast Titan, who's basically the Night King. You've got like all these Titans. You got like 12 Titans surrounding him, where the Night King had like the 12 randos surrounding him. You had all this stuff, and it just, they feel like the same thing. The Long Night and like Hero.
And the stakes are literally, if you lose this, it's over.
Yes,
The stakes are high.
it just feels like the same thing. But when I watched Hero, specifically that episode and just that whole season, I was fucking satisfied, loving it, popping off hype the entire time through. Oh my god, it's done so fucking well. I remember the cool thing about the episode Hero is that I don't think double entendre is the right use of the word here, but it's like a double meaning because that's the episode where Armin dies. But before Armin dies, they have the big hype shit with Levi. That's where Erwin gives up on his dream. Erwin charges with the whole group of soldiers.
And he says that you're about to send all of those men to their deaths. Like, you're going to lie to them, basically.
And they fucking charge. And Erwin knows he's going to die. And in that moment is like the true kind of spirit of being a hero. That Erwin knows he's going to die and he charges forward for the future of humanity. And so Erwin's a hero. But then Levi is like the hero. Levi's a superhero because he goes and he fucking murders every Titan there. And he destroys the Beast Titan. And so it's like, Levi's a hero. But then it's Armin sacrifices his life.
Armin is also a hero. Then
Armin's a hero because he sacrifices on the Colossal Titan. And so each moment, there's like very key moments in that episode, and there's not one hero. That episode, there's multiple heroes, and they all do such heroic things and have such sacrifice, and it's written so beautiful. It's so goddamn good. Like,
yeah, that is one of the best episodes of anime, period. It only, for me, it's only in competition with one other episode of anime that I've ever seen, and that is from an anime called Death Parade. Death Parade episode 11 is the best episode of anime I have ever seen.
I definitely got to finish Death Parade. We're going to end up doing that Death Parade episode.
It's a very specific, like, I cry when I watch it. Like, the first time I watched it, I cried. And I mean, I feel the same way about like Hero and some of the other episodes of Attack on Titan are just so epic that I get not like cry boo-hoo, but I get so emotional about it that I literally start to tear up when I'm watching it because it's just like so fucking emotional. And it's crazy that anime can do that to you, but like, you know, I've cried on One Piece because of a ship and things like that. So like, I don't know, that episode Hero, and also the episode after that when you find out that Erwin isn't dead.
He's like barely holding on to life, and Armin is like barely. They're both barely.
When they get the serum, and at first, you know, Eren and Mikasa have convinced Levi to give the serum up so that they can save. At first, it was like they were going to save Armin. You know, no question. We're going to save Armin. His heart's still beating, and the guy shows up with Erwin's body, and he's like, "Yo, he's still alive," and immediately Levi fucking changes his mind, and it's. When that guy came with Erwin's body, I said, "Oh no!" Like, "Oh no!" Like how do you what? Why are you doing this?
You want to talk about drama?
I could not deal. I had to stand up. I was like, "Oh my fucking goodness! I can't deal with this. This is too much." I started having a panic attack. I literally started having a panic attack because I realized where this was going, and then Mikasa was like, "I can take him now. He's weak." I said, "Oh my God, what is happening? Like, it's getting so real. It was getting so."
Mikasa was like, "Listen, I will take Levi the fuck out."
No, she was ready, and I was like, "Yo, I don't even know if that's true. Like, I don't even know if you could actually take him right now. Like, this is obviously, yes, this is your only opportunity where you may be able to beat Levi, but I'm not even sure if this is guaranteed. Like, it might end in a double KO, if any. Like, at best, double KO. Like, oh my God. That episode, when they have to decide who lives, and Erwin smacks his hand away, but it's really like him in a dream. The whole directing of that episode is fucking insane. Like, the episode where they showed a flashback with Erwin, and basically to Levi, it kind of seems like he chose Armin. When he was about to give him the injection, he smacked his hand away. But it's really him raising his hand in class in his flashback. It's insane.
Yeah.
It is insane.
Ah, man. Erwin, I know. Oh my God, it's so fucking good. God damn, it's so good.
And we can't forget about what Levi does to the Beast Titan, and what he constantly does to the Beast Titan. It's just absolutely
He houses the
destroying him.
Beast Titan. Yeah.
He just has him. He just has his number. He has this guy's number.
In season
Rent-free.
4, then they capture the Beast Titan, blah blah blah, and they enact this whole plan where they're giving this wine to people, and then the wine is with Zeke's fluid, which is the Beast Titan, and then it'll make it so he can turn people into Titans, blah blah blah. And then they're in the forest, and Levi's whole corps drinks this wine.
Yep.
And multiple episodes are going with basically the Beast Titan and Levi playing verbal chess. They're talking to each other, trying to figure each other out.
You can tell there's tension, and you can tell that there's something awry. Like, something is happening.
Yeah, and you don't know what's happening. And then finally the plan gets revealed, and Zeke turns all of these people into Titans. All of Levi's friends, members of his corps, people that he's trained. And then the Beast Titan's running away, and he's basically laughing, and he's saying, like, you know, now what you'll do, like, you can't kill all your friends, like, you just watch them, like, because before there was speculation, but now, like, you're literally watching these people turn into Titans in front of you, and then in a instant, Levi just kills all of them. These are all people that he's friends with, that he knows their faces. He just kills them all in an instant, and he's like, do you realize how many people I've killed, like, how many people I've lost to this cause?
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck who they are.
I love that.
I will, and he just murdered them,
and then do it off screen.
Yeah, and then just took Zeke down again. He's like, you have no idea how many people I've lost. Like, this is nothing.
He said, you could just sit down and eat your fucking food. Read your book. You couldn't just eat your fucking slice of pizza and be happy, could you? You just had to do this. He's talking shit as the Beast Titan is trying to kill him and throw, I guess, mashed up pieces of other Titans. He's like trying to kill Levi with it. He's like, come on, show yourself. And Levi's like, you couldn't just sit down and eat your fucking food.
You couldn't just
I thought that was great.
Down.
I love that Levi has this weird relationship with Zeke, and it always ends in Zeke's defeat. 3 times in a row now. I guess one of the times was like supposedly planned or something, but still, every time they fight, it never ends well for him.
Levi has his number.
So Eren's speech to Reiner was really cool to me because he said, I'm just like you. I didn't have a choice. And at first, Eren was like, why did my mom have to be eaten? Like, what was the reason for that? Why did my mom have to die such a horrific death? Why did that have to happen? And he was like, I know why. It's because you didn't have a choice. And he's like, I don't have a choice either. We're exactly the same. And I really like that because it shows you Eren's descent into being a monster. So season 1, episode 1, this horrible thing happens to this kid. He vows to kill every Titan. But for the most part, his humanity is intact all throughout all 3 seasons. And then in the final season, he's much older. 4 years have passed. I think they explained, like, they've been doing a war with Marley's been in a war with some other nation. They win this war, but Eren is now in Marley and he's jaded as fuck. And he's clearly made his mind up. Like, he's made his mind up that he's going to be exactly what Reiner and Bertholdt were to him. And he's going to kill innocent people. And he's going to cause terror. And he's going to show the world how fucked up this whole thing can be when it's reversed on them. This is what it looks like. He even says something along the lines of, I can feel that this building that we're in is brimming with life. Like, it must be overpacked with people right now because of Willie's speech. I can feel that this particular building, like, it's a residential area. It's probably teeming with a bunch of life. And he points up, and Reiner realizes what Eren is thinking, because if he transforms right here, it's going to be the death of a lot of people. And he literally chooses violence. Like, he shakes at Reiner's hand, and he starts transforming, and it's just so bad. that was the end of the episode too when that happened.
And he
I
just
lost
shoots
it. He
up,
like transformed.
shoots up with his mouth open.
Yep. And Willie, you see Willie flip up in the air, and I realized that Willie was dead before he even got eaten. Like
Yep.
Willie was actually dead when he was midair. If you go back and look at it, like he's actually dead midair.
What's also crazy and kind of fucked up is that, you kind of find this out because Willie's talking about how before this happens, that he thinks he might die, or he thinks he's going to die.
He's aware of it.
Is that part of the reason why he's giving this speech and saying how peaceful the Eldians are is to kind of checkmate them, because he feels like he's going to die here. Like Eren attacking takes everything he just said and makes it awkward, because it's like he's saying that the Eldians are peaceful, and then
so he said that the Eldians were peaceful, but he also said that they were the biggest threat to mankind. So he kind of shot on them at the same time.
And then Eren proves it.
Yes, he kind of set them up, and he even said this to I forget the military general, the main military.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
But he's in that horse and carriage ride they have. It's a flashback. He explains that I'm going to give like Eren and the Paradise Island team, I'm going to give them exactly what they want, which is my death, right? Like I'm one of the people they probably want dead, and I'm going to give them a show. They want to come and they want to murder and get revenge, and I'm going to serve myself up on a silver platter so the whole world can see how bad they are. Yeah. Essentially making it where the whole world will rise up against Eldia. And it's really smart. It's a great sacrifice. It's really
smart
when you put it in context, because at that same speech was like ambassadors and people from all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, like he said, the whole world got to see what Eren did. And Eren still took the bait and chose violence.
Yeah,
and
he still
killed everybody in front of him. I thought that was fantastic. The way like Willie sacrificed himself he tried to checkmate. I mean, his goal was to checkmate Eren and everybody else.
For sure. And then what follows is some amazing episodes, some amazing lines, like some crazy.
Oh yeah, because at the time we still don't know who the Warhammer Titan is.
We don't know who the Warhammer Titan is, right? And I think a lot of people at this point, before Willie dies, are suspecting that maybe it's Willie. And if it's not Willie, who is it? So we don't know who the Warhammer Titan is. Also, we don't know that Eren's homies aren't in on the plan. What's fucked up is that at the time, we think this is like a plan that has been put in motion, and Eren is the advanced guard.
Yes.
And so when the homies come in, you're hyped. You're like, oh shit!
That this season was directed so fucking well,
dude. It was really fucking good.
Because, like you said, I thought the same thing. As I'm watching this, I was thinking to myself, surely everyone else is nearby. Surely this is a plan. I thought they were all here. Because you also, episode 1, you see Jean. Jean is reading the paper at the end of episode 1 after the war when Marley wins. Mm-hmm. You see him walking away. You see his hair in the back. It's like that kind of pinkish hair that he has, or whatever color hair it is.
Yeah.
But you see him walking. I think his name is Jean. You see him walking away with a top hat on and like a little suit, and the episode goes off. And you realize, oh shit, they're here. Like, they're in Marley. And so when you see Eren, you're thinking, oh, the whole squad is here, and it's all a big plan together. And then as Eren is fighting the Warhammer Titan, at one point he gets fucked up real bad because the Warhammer Titan is OP as hell. And he's like, anytime now, Mikasa. And Mikasa comes out. She does Ackerman things. She does some very epic Ackerman things. You guys know what I'm talking about. And then when she lands on Eren, on his Titan, she's like, Eren, you've done some terrible things that you can never take back.
Yeah.
You've killed children, Eren.
Yeah.
And as she says that, she's looking around. She's also tearing up. She's looking around. People are screaming and running. You literally saw children being trampled, and one of them got trampled and killed. One of the candidates to be the Armor Titan got trampled.
You just watch his head like just get bounced. That's fucking
literally
feet.
The kids have gotten several kids have gotten killed. Several people have gotten killed, and it's chaos. As she's saying this to Eren, he is just emotionless. He's not saying anything.
Yep.
He's not. He doesn't even seem sad. He just seems indifferent. Like the word that I would use for Eren is indifferent.
Yes. And then you cut to Armin. He goes colossal in like the ocean. And Armin is feeling despondent and sad. Like Armin is sad that this is happening. And basically the whole team, you see the whole team is riding. They're doing what they have to do because Eren put them in a situation. But at first you thought this was the plan. Yeah, but then you realized that Eren checkmated his own team and forced them.
He forced their hand. Forced their hand. Yeah. She says, Eren, what have you done? Like, this is crazy. So you realize, Hey guys, if you like this clip, we have full video versions of our podcast episodes available on the IMNerd Patreon, as well as exclusive content.
If you'd like to listen to our full podcast episodes or find us on any other social media platforms, you can do so by clicking the link tree below.